Hey guys, Mark Answer here from Answer Real Estate, and I want to thank you for watching this video this awesome Friday morning. Okay, so in today's video, I want to show you a killer strategy that you can use today to buy a house with no money down. Yes, I said that. No money down. No money out of your pocket, at least. Look, the government requires a certain percentage of a down payment. Now, people don't know that they allow other resources to be used to put as a down payment. Some people feel, or most people actually save. They use their savings or some sort of investment to be able to put down. But there's other strategies, and the other strategy is what I want to teach you. So if you're watching this video, I want you to pay attention closely because I'm going to go really quickly. And of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them under this video. Don't hesitate to give us a call. All right, so this is going to be a great video. So let me just take off my jacket. So I'm going to quickly describe what today's video is about. You're going to use other people's money to buy a house. In particularly, you're going to use the government's money to buy a house. I'm going to show you how you can buy a house legitimately, build an asset and build wealth without using any of your money. Of course, certain criteria have to be met, and I'm going to go through those as well. What is it? Well, it's called the RRSP loan. And if you haven't heard of it, some people have, some people haven't. If you haven't heard of it, what it is it's pretty much a way you can borrow funds from a legitimate institution, financial institution, that they will enable you to put into your RRSP and use it to buy a house in the home buyers program. So there's two components, the home buyers program and then the actual loan itself. I'm going to explain it to you, and I want you to pay close attention. So let's first touch about the RRSP loan. The RRSP loan, or I would say the home buyers plan, is pretty much the ability to buy a house without having to pay taxes on your RRSP when you take it out. So you're able to borrow up to $25,000 from the government, right? And then you can actually pay it over time, I believe 15 years, pay it over time each year when you file your taxes. The whole year you have to contribute a certain amount. At the end of the year, if you don't contribute the amount you're supposed to, then the government's gonna add it to your income and you're gonna be taxed, right? So that's how that program works. It enables you to take out $25,000 from your RSP to buy a house tax-free. Because apart from buying a house and going to school, if you take out money from your RRSP, you actually get taxed based on your income bracket. So a lot of people don't take money out of their RSP. And it's only for first-time home buyers. If it's not your first home, you cannot actually take out your RRSP to buy a house. They will not allow that. But there's other things you can do to invest in real estate when you have your RRSPs. Not going to go into that right now. So quickly, the things you need to know is that the loan's for 15 years, $25,000. You contribute each year. It has to be in there for 90 days. All right. So 90 days. Once the 90 days come up, you can take it out of your RSP and buy a house. Anytime before that, you will get taxed. And you get a good tax credit at the end of the year. So what happens is if you make 80 grand a year, you put in $25,000, they will deduct 25,000 from your 80, and so your taxable income is not 80,000, it's going to be, well, 80,000 minus the 25. So if the government has taken a lot of money from you, guess what? They're going to give you back a lot of money as well. So that whatever funds you get from your tax return, you will use to pay back your RSP loan. So this is the RSP component. Now let's go to the loan component. All right, so what you need to know is the loan can come from any financial institutions. A lot of institutions actually do RSP loans, people don't know. You can actually go to the bank, TD, BMO, you can borrow money and put in your RSP. The thing about theirs is you cannot take it right away. Some of them won't allow you to actually take out all the money to buy a house right away. You actually have to pay back the full loan. Who wants to do that? Well, what's the point, right? But we have a lender that wouldn't mind you actually putting it in 90 days later, take it out, and they know you're going to use it to buy a house because we disclose that. And they like it, and they only do that for those people who are buying a house. Why? Well, think of it. You have an asset. You have an asset and they have an asset. Worst case scenario, you don't pay, they're gonna put a lien on it. Eventually they get their money back. That's a smart idea, I think it is actually. So B2B, we work with B2B, and the B2B would be able to give you a loan up to $50,000 for 10 years at the market interest rate. Sorry, my pen just fell. At the market interest rate. All right, so what does that mean? That means you can actually borrow up to $50,000 and you can pay it over 10 years. There's criteria, of course, that need to be met, but we don't do that. We actually go up to $25,000, and instead of 10 years, we put it 2 years. But it depends. If we see that you don't make that much income, we might put it 10 years. But I'll explain the benefits as to why we put it for 2 years. And that benefit is because when we put it at 2 years, the lender actually doesn't want any income verification documents. They just want to know you work, right? Just proof that you work. But most times they don't even take a pay stub. They just want to see your credit. So it's more almost 100% credit based. If they see you are good in making your payments, your credit score is good, they will actually give you the loan, $25,000. Once you ask for 10-year loan, once you go above 35,000, you want more, and then they're going to ask for income verifications, which is fine. Of course, if you're working and that's what you want, that is fine. And you can also use it any time. So once they give you the loan, it's a loan. You can use it at any time. It's a personal loan. Now what we do is we take this personal loan, we get them to put it in here for you, and then you take it out after 90 days, you buy your house. At the end of the year, your tax credit is what you will use to pay majority of this loan back. If you are in a certain income bracket, we will do it that way. For now, we will stretch out the loan so you can pay it over time. Now some people might say, Mark, what's the benefits of doing that? Why would I want to do an RRSP loan? Well, the benefit of that is this. If you do your RRSP loan and you buy a house, in about 5 years, the way market prices are going, even at a decent appreciation and you paying down your principal, you're gonna build equity for yourself. And you can also refinance, and then the balance of the loan you pay off. Then you have an asset which you didn't initially put any money down from your own pocket. Now, if you want to do it the conventional way, the traditional way, which means save, which you could do, and people do, unless you're earning large sums of money, if you're gonna save $100 a month to try and buy a house, it's gonna be difficult because the way prices are going, it's gonna price you out of the market. So some people take advantage of stuff like this. They buy a house, and within 3 to 5 years, they're sitting on $300,000 worth of equity. They refinance, and then they can buy another house. They can buy a business, and that's how they start their wealth. I know a lot of people that started building a real estate portfolio with their credit cards when prices were a lot lower, right? $5,000 on their credit card, and guess what? They're millionaires right now. So right now you can't use your credit card to buy a house because of prices, but there's other avenues such as this and such as other type of loan programs that you can actually use to buy a house. Now, the last thing I want to mention about this is that you have to have a minimum credit score of 640. That's pretty much. So minimum credit score of 640 with good income will qualify you for this loan. And you don't have any money in savings, that is okay. So we'll calculate the closing costs, the down payment amount, and then we'll factor that into this amount. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't want to talk for any much longer. I wanted to talk to you about this RRSP loan. Why? Because I feel a lot of people don't know it exists, and a lot of people don't understand that if they use this vehicle, they can actually start buying real estate today rather than trying to save for tomorrow when they're not saving enough to buy a house. So if you have good credit, this opportunity might be a good solution for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call us. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them under this video, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys make Friday an awesome day. Stay blessed. This is Mark Ansa from Ansa Real Estate.